2-1. It won't be easy by any means, but as we get into the picks and bans, you can take a look. We got Sorlag Galena on Runes of Sarnath to kick it off. I think that's going to be pretty strong for vengeurr there. Galena can set up shop down in the heavy with those totems, but we'll see what k1llsen could do to negate that. We got Nyx and Doomslayer on Awoken, and then we got BJ versus Anarchy on Molten Falls. We've already seen an Anarchy performance on Molten. It wasn't that spectacular.
It definitely feels like, you know, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. When you pick a champion like Anarchy on a map like this, you're kind of going for that game momentum, right? You know, you're picking a champion with an objective of, let's try and get an early lead and then use the speed and cycle ability to go around and get all the items and keep people behind. You know, that is going to be swiftly answered back by the fact that k1llsen has gone in with the BJ, so if you spring a trap on Anarchy and you've got double LG, you know, say a prayer, you know, you're done and dusted. But we have Awoken, the Doomslayer, and the Nyx. I mean, Nyx is a champion that k1llsen really likes to play, so I'm super excited to see it on that. But yeah, starting off with Runes of Sarnath, Galena always seems to have somewhat of an edge here in Time Limit Duel. She's just a beast, isn't she, at this level, where she can constantly set up the totems. Because Time Limit is one champion and one champion only, you know, when you die, the totems don't disappear. You can kind of have, like, you know, you can almost use deaths as currency. You can use frags as currency, where it's, I'm going to give up a frag, but got a totem here, got a totem there. If I get a good spawn, like, there's so much strategy that you can adopt. And a player like vengeurr, he's not going to be shy of adopting strategy at all.
Yeah, and I hope for k1llsen's sake that he's not afraid of deleting those totems as necessary, because those could come back to haunt him, especially on a map like that. This map number 2 on Awoken, I'm very much looking forward to that, because Nyx and Doomslayer both have that mobility to kind of jump around between the T-Con and Mega at will, but we're going to get into it. k1llsen versus vengeurr right now.
Fight.
Well, here we go.
I don't think we got your prediction, by the way.
My prediction is, look, I'm always one for the comeback
down,
kid.
That's fine.
I'm always one for the comeback kid. I think vengeurr 2-1. I think it's surely not going to be a 3-0 because of just the talent that's being displayed here. But you know, I believe in the kid. And here we go.
You're making his way towards the rockets here. Both items picked up exactly at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is going to be pain. Good rockets from both players there. I mean, it's hard to miss at that angle. He's going to wait a little bit and stack back up off the auxiliary item before he gets back to the Mega. That's going to add a little bit of a delay here. And I like that play a lot from vengeurr there. Now there's a split. Now he knows that Heavy's going to be up first, and he can plan his attack accordingly.
Back to this patient game. vengeurr trying to check the corridor just in case, unfortunately. Leaves himself open. Gets a fantastic 100 damage rocket. He definitely needed that. Goes in for a rail just in case. But maintaining this high ground, something that vengeurr's been pretty confident in so far. We are just about to see another Mega spawn and 2 totems already being established. Oh, take that one.
Stopwatch.
Let's not forget Galena's important passive, right? When she picks up a health item, it reduces the cooldown of her totems. Similar to if she picks up an hourglass. So if she's maintaining Mega over Heavy, it's actually going to benefit her quite heavily in the sense that she's, you know, having that cooldown taken away from the totems. Yeah, just look at it down there. It makes a pretty big difference, to be honest. Here comes the Heavy, though. Another totem's going to get dropped. Does k1llsen take the risk?
That was such a good dodge there. A little bit of a shimmy there, getting out with 45 HP. k1llsen absolutely hanging by a thread. Does get the Heavy, but needs to be careful here. vengeurr prioritizing that Mega. Has a stack, no armor though. That rail would have been huge. k1llsen trying to grab what he can. Spits back up. Totem nowhere to be found for another 17 seconds on vengeurr's side.
Managing his cooldowns quite well though. Hourglasses are nearby if he deems it useful. Doesn't want to give his position away though, nor does he want to waste any time trying to get towards Heavy. As long as he has a totem available though, doesn't need to really worry too much about the fact that he hasn't got Mega, because as long as he's got a totem and he's got a lot of armor, I mean, he can always refresh his own health. Like, and that's something that a player has to respect. He's engaged cooldown mode for the totem, but again, there's a fair few hourglasses on the map. If he has the chance to take them, sometimes it might make a bit too much noise. You don't want to give your position away. Especially as it right now, I think they're just looking for some information to gather before they dedicate too much to a fight. No frags have gone down so far. This might be one of our slower-paced maps. Springing the trap with the LG. Trying to force vengeurr away, but vengeurr's going to get a little bit of that entry damage as he collects the Heavy just to try and undo it and stop the bleeding somewhat. As now, Mega's about to spawn, as will the cooldown on the totems. Has to take one rail though. Looks like vengeurr a little bit of a mouse shake as a, damn. Really didn't want to get hit by that.
Foiled again, and there's the LG, and this could be huge here as he drops down, throws a totem behind him, almost floats him with the LG,
Wow.
but k1llsen gets the rocket kill. That'll be 1-0, 3 minutes in. Finally getting on the board here, misses with the rail as the drive-by comes in. vengeurr just peeks out and says, I need an LG, I'll be out of your hair, don't worry about me.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, that missed rail, a little bit costly in the sense that vengeurr got the LG unchallenged. It's such an important weapon against Sorlag, once again going back into her large like hitbox size. However, one thing she will have over the other heavy champs is her ability to get away and out of range of LG a bit faster than them because of her speed. You know, the bunny hop passive, hit her with an LG and she'll probably boost out of range of it pretty quick. Springs the trap! Should be a dead vengeurr, easy pickings! And he is going to go around the corner, kill some of the reactionary rockets. Beautiful stuff. And now it's going to be 2-0. Does he dedicate for a fight? Hits a rail, so maybe he's going to try and keep him behind just a little bit. It is at the very least going to be enough to maintain a mega, and he misses the rail. You know he was looking for it. Might even get himself a frag, but he's going to get the mega first. vengeurr stuck between a rock and a hard place. And now k1llsen is going to starve vengeurr of the small collectibles on the map. I like it.
And I hope k1llsen made note of that totem to delete it in a second after he picks up the heavy. vengeurr doing a great job of actually getting totem economy going for once. So it looks like he has 2, maybe even 3 down. k1llsen needs to be better at deleting these. As he goes through the telly, eats a rocket right off the bat, misses with the rail, eats a little bit of machine gun damage. vengeurr with a good weapon choice there, as it looks like he's waiting for the 50 shard or to plant another totem. Mega will go to k1llsen here. Heavy's going to be shortly after, about 10 seconds. And k1llsen looks very strong right now. vengeurr has no armor at all.
Gonna finally take out some of those totems. He remembers where the other one might be too. And there it goes, vengeurr has to restock back up on those totems while playing from behind too. And they're getting rid of some of those totems. It's not going to be the end of the world if you have a lead. You know, then you can sort of gradually work on it bit by bit. But now k1llsen's the one in control. He has no reason to overextend. He doesn't need to give vengeurr anything. There's that 5-minute warning. Half this map's already done.
5 minutes in, only 2 frags. A lot of respect out of both of these players. Not willing to give up anything they don't need to. Here's k1llsen with another trap. There's an initial rocket. Good rockets from returning on vengeurr's side. He does have to concede eventually. Doesn't want to jump through the spit. Be a bad idea. Could get caught out in this courtyard here. Needs to be very careful. k1llsen trying to set up the rail, but instead vengeurr will be the one to land the shot. k1llsen waiting for the advancement with the LG. He's going to swap back to rockets. There's the totem down, and LG melts him as vengeurr pushes in through the doorway and collects his mega.
Yeah, not only does he manage to get himself a frag, but he's able to pick up one of the major items, just allowing the gift to keep on giving. k1llsen's going to try and run the best he can, using the movement to try and get in and out of the teleport. And actually,
wow, he's
doing
gone.
a really good job of juking him. That was an impressive way of surviving. And it is thanks to the movement of Mama Bay Sorlag. That speed boost just makes it so easy for her to get in and out.
Stopwatch.
However, vengeurr is still behind 40. That's the thing. k1llsen conceded, but it's the fact that he was able to survive in that instant. It's so hard to survive when you're that low. It was just perfect mastery of that movement that allowed him to get away the way he did. There's still some more work left to do. vengeurr going to click the heavy. Fair to assume, though, that k1llsen is simply allowing that at this point. He's just not going to try and contest it. He'd rather keep his frag lead and try and pepper some damage when necessary. However, he has allowed vengeurr to stack up quite heavily. He's got a really nice advantage for health and armor. He has, 2 totems up, on the verge of having 3, soon to become 3 thanks to the mega being picked up. If he takes a fight right now, he's more than equipped to take it.
There's the preemptive spit, and I think vengeurr heard it, and he's like, okay, I won't go that way, but he does have a totem at his pocket now. So there's the heavy pickup, and here comes the fight. LG on LG. k1llsen's going to make his way up the jump pad. vengeurr likes that initial damage here. Going to grab the 50 shard, eats a rail, and that's going to be huge for k1llsen as he wants another one, and there it is. Finds the twofer, gets the frag 3-1, and right off the spawn, there's another one and another one, and he casually takes out that totem and then grabs the mega.
Unfortunately, that one sequence and the fact that vengeurr is not getting particularly favourable spawns here, and he's not really well equipped to fight for heavy either. He played nice and reserved for so long, and it's starting to escape him now. 2.5 minutes left of this map, and k1llsen is just forcing his way into his face. vengeurr falls again. Another frag's going to drop, and it's now 6-1. It feels like only a minute ago we were dead even, and now it's all just starting to fall apart.
Stopwatch.
1 frag, and now it's 5. Insane play there, and I can't help but feel bad for vengeurr as he died at heavy earlier, couldn't even steal it away, and then k1llsen goes on this run. He's almost baiting the heavy right now. He knows that he wants it. There's a little bit of a misstep, and k1llsen fires the rockets. Is he going to get it? No, strafes perfectly into it. Does take a lot of damage. That was a very risky play by vengeurr, but with 2 minutes left and 5 frags down, he had to do it. Got good damage. There's the rocket jump up from k1llsen a little bit early on the mega. vengeurr needs this. The jumping rail will... No, wow. I can't even speak. I can't even speak. That was
He
incredible.
missed the first jumping rail, and then he hit the second one.
He just had to line it up better on that one. 4 frags down, a minute and a half. Totem goes down. There's the LG. The spit comes out. It's going to be very dangerous now as vengeurr needs these frags. There's a good rail there. Dropping down. Needs to find the follow-up.
No!
Shaking that tail out of there as k1llsen makes his way out. A minute 30 left. All the pressure's on vengeurr. Time to hunt, and a great ledge grab there. Not giving him the opportunity, but a fantastic rocket jump. Unfortunately for him, he will miss.
Oh, the cooldown. He's at risk of that. k1llsen has taken much damage, though. The Mega's going to go into vengeurr's favor, but at this point, does he even care? 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock, 4 frags to go. The fact that he couldn't finish that frag, I fear that's actually what's cost him the entire map.
k1llsen had like 2 HP after that, and that's incredible that he survived.
And yeah, that totem was used, I think, to try and give his... Essentially, I think, prevent that information, because as we're now 1 minute on the clock and he ate a spit, it doesn't matter that vengeurr was fully stacked and beyond.
Oh, what a flick!
Oh,
and
dear.
k1llsen gives him a little smiley face. He's like, all right, that was pretty good.
But is it enough? I don't think so.
I don't think he can go on a tear now. 30 seconds on a map this big, and with a champion as mobile as Sorlag, I don't see this happening. But crazier things have happened. He just needs to find him. Frags, lead 2 frags, but again, rocket jumping all nimbly-bimbly from tree to tree. It looks like vengeurr is going to be out on this one. 20 seconds left. There's the preemptive spit again, and he's going to have to chase through it.
Not much you can do in this situation. He's trying to chase it down. Even if he gets the frag here, it doesn't matter. It's going to be game over.
Ooh, that
really
was
nice
pretty.
frag. That is, I mean, it's cute. It is incredibly cute. However, too little too late, as k1llsen's defensive runaway game proved way too powerful, and that's going to be a map win for k1llsen.
And that's a huge victory for k1llsen right there. 6-4, well played to both players, but k1llsen again on the defense, taking that opportunity to say, I have the lead, I also have Sorlag. And one of the crucial moments was we saw vengeurr hit 2 rails, and then k1llsen went through the telly, and just like that, he was gone. vengeurr looking everywhere for him. I think he survived with like 10 HP, and he was out of there. That mobility really came in handy and saved him.
Well, it's going to be Awoken next. Feels almost strange. We've gone on an entire EU and CIS broadcast. We've only just seen Awoken picked. Normally such a popular map, but going into this map, I feel like it was very back and forth at the beginning. It just came down to k1llsen getting that one moment to break away and an inability to ever give up, no matter the circumstances. And you know, it's just when you watch k1llsen play against someone like vengeurr, it's quite inspiring, really, to be honest. How you look at the fact that this is some of potential top 2 going head to head right now. And k1llsen just has this insane way of, vengeurr being so close to making a comeback, and then it's just one fight goes skew-if, and k1llsen just takes this momentum. And it is that efficiency that we spoke about earlier on that it feels impossible to ever count k1llsen out unless the timer just doesn't physically allow anything to happen. But just look at these fights, just point-blank rails, close range. You miss a single shot, he's probably going to refrag you in that situation, and it's just the confidence to say, you know what, yeah, but I'm not going to miss. Easy as that.
Such a good flick rocket. Yeah, great play from both players again. Look, oh, that's pretty.
Combo.
It's useless, but it's pretty. I love it. But yeah, shouts to k1llsen going on to Awoken. I think we got Nyx and Doomslayer on this one. Again, the mobility between the champs are going to be good. I think you can control the middle of the map very well, is what I've always been told from a certain NA player, but it is important. And we'll see if vengeurr can kind of make the adjustments he needs to take this map.
But it feels to me like Nyx, with the exception of Ghost Walk, obviously, when we look at just pure movement, Nyx and Doomslayer, they do have sort of similar tool sets with the double jump, right? The double jump from Doom is in some ways a wall jump that you don't need a wall to do, and that's kind of like how you look at it. But Awoken has so many tight-knit and close walls together that there's really, it feels to me there's rarely a jump that Doom can do that Nyx can't do, just in different circumstances. So it might actually open up for quite a sort of balanced level of just back and forth when it comes to just how much items they might try and control. I think the starting spawn will be quite important to see who gets what weapon, especially if they have similar mobility tools. But yeah, that Ghost Walk, man, we'll see how much k1llsen's able to use it.
We've seen vengeurr on this map a lot, and he has some insane rail angles. So I'm looking forward to what he's going to pull out against k1llsen on this one. He's hit shots on this map that I've been like, I didn't even know that was a possibility. The kid's crazy, so I have full faith that he's going to take this map. I don't know how much he's going to win by, but I'm going to say that he's going to be able to take this one.
There's just constant words about vengeurr and Awoken. That they're just the two peas in a pod. It feels like when we go on Awoken and vengeurr as a part of the party, then it's kind of hard to count him out. His success rate in tournament or in a competitive setting on Awoken is just, it's too significant to ignore. I would say that vengeurr has the edge here, but against k1llsen it's kind of hard to count him out. And with rails like that as the first shot, Semi went for the perforation, still manages to get another uncontested rail. vengeurr really far behind at this point, has no choice but to go to the small armor. k1llsen's going to know that he's pretty weak here. We do get one defensive rocket coming through, which will make k1llsen sort of second guess it, but vengeurr playing from behind once more. And here comes that double jump. And oh no, the rocket doing him a favor. Is it going to kill him? No, vengeurr gets the rail. And that was so crucial to survive. Not only like just take the beating of the rails that came through, but somehow turn it around. That was impressive as anything.
Absolutely gorgeous rocket placement there from vengeurr. The switch to the rail to finish it, and the frag lead well deserved here as he's going to take a little bit of rocket damage. k1llsen's going to say, please don't come around that corner. You don't want none of this. As Mega's going to be the next item, he's going to hold on to this T-con position here and just wait, try and track the footsteps of k1llsen. There's the aggressive ghost walk play. Rocket into rail, and vengeurr says that wasn't hard at all. 2-0. Big frags from vengeurr coming out.
Nyx, by all accounts, being a glass cannon, especially on a map like this. The rockets are looking really good. vengeurr taking his sweet time to deliver the destruction of k1llsen, the final nail in the coffin. And he's going to chase it down. Banana has got some nice health items to get by. I think k1llsen's not going to be super interested in trying to take the fight just yet. He too wants to heal up, especially if he's 3 frags down. Missing the rail, that's unfortunate. vengeurr with a nice crouch, actually, denying some of that rail angle. He's going to get Mega as well. A nice delay in between Heavy and Mega. vengeurr full speed ahead. k1llsen wise to it. Defensive rocket's going to get some damage. Unfortunately, the rail is going to miss as vengeurr now collects the armor himself. k1llsen put himself in a bit of an odd situation, and that rail just looks too good. vengeurr able to bag himself another frag, and the Ghost Walk down for a long time. So if k1llsen gets caught off the spawn, he may be in a guaranteed death situation. But I think he's had enough time now that he can at least get away. He's got a few weapons to fight.
4-0, 2 minutes in. vengeurr looking incredibly strong here on Awoken. There's a little bit of LG, but that rocket, seemingly a throwaway rocket, 46 HP. The LG coming out from k1llsen, pretty good. vengeurr does have the height advantage on this. Ooh, that rocket was almost into the face there. Stacks are about even, no armor for vengeurr. Needs to hit something. Down to 40 HP. k1llsen doing great work.
But I guess you see what happens when the shots finally miss, that k1llsen, unreturned, is able to get a bunch of damage peppered out onto vengeurr. Look at the stack difference. You know, it is fundamentally coming down to the fact that vengeurr is more than going toe-to-toe in these up-close fights, and he's pretty much just hitting everything. Doesn't give his position away. k1llsen misses him temporarily, just enough time to give vengeurr the pillar space. As we now 1v1, he's looking for these really funky angles. Might be quite hard. No! Oh, he's off.
I'm surprised he survived that long, to be completely honest. k1llsen gets the frag, pushes him off the map. That would have been a fantastic play.
I respect the angles, for sure. Like, he had the luxury of a double jump, right? So there's that extra breathing space to maybe save himself if he gets pushed off. That missed rail, and returned by a beautiful one. He's answering back. That one hurts. k1llsen in a bad spot, but that missed rail gives him a little bit of breathing room to answer back. And now it's vengeurr, in fact, that's weak and having to run away, tail between his legs. k1llsen chasing it down. 2 rails are going to miss. Hits it, pops in the berserk, tries to get in and out. k1llsen, look out, don't overstay your welcome, mate! Trying to stay just outside of berserk's effective range. I respect it. He's able to get away with his life just. And it is still going to be just 4-1. But vengeurr with the lead. Hang on, here's the Ghost Walk. vengeurr not sure that it popped it. Unfortunately, k1llsen, no damage and the negative of giving his position away. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a few times already in this game. k1llsen not afraid to pop the aggressive Ghost Walk plays on items. Unfortunately, that one not only doesn't get the item, but doesn't get any damage either. vengeurr coming in hot for this heavy here. A little bit of damage, but nothing doing. Berserk will be up shortly. Mega's going to be up in 4. The rail for k1llsen not landing. He needs to back away. He's going to stay in the banana, try and get at least one rail on this, but a free Mega goes to vengeurr. There's a great rail from k1llsen. Misses with the follow-up. vengeurr will get a little bit of LG, and now you're stuck in banana. What do you do? k1llsen pushes out, needs a lot of LG. There's the Ghost Walk in the nick of time. 25 HP, and vengeurr misreads the play a little bit, but he knows he's got him weak. Just trying to find him as k1llsen stacking back up off of everything in the LG and banana area.
And unfortunately, because vengeurr kind of missed his double jump towards light armor, it did give k1llsen a bit of extra time to stack up on those small pickups. However, hasn't done much to re-establish anything that resembles control. The vengeurr is still going to go in the favor of vengeurr. k1llsen actually, never mind, beats him to the punch. Maybe I spoke too soon. Perfect timing.
4-2, and that's a big frag for k1llsen there. So we're rounding the halfway point, 5 minutes in. Still plenty of time. k1llsen looking stronger and stronger here as he's contesting these items well. He's waiting over by the drive-thru area. There's a great rail. Sends vengeurr flying. Luckily for him, not off the map. The rockets rain in through the drive-thru window, serving him up like whoppers. Nothing will land as k1llsen waiting on this Mega, looking for any kind of rail opening that he could find. vengeurr nowhere to be found as he moves towards the LG.
Now we've gone back to trying to spring the trap, right? k1llsen's just trying to get some information. See if vengeurr comes around a corner. He has got the defensive Ghost Walk if he wants to use it, so his luxury of being able to try and pick those close rocket locations has gone up a little bit. But now it's definitely a game of chicken. Ah, he's ready for it. Peppers down the LG anyway. Might be the death for k1llsen. Chase him down the teleporter. Looks for the angle. Misses the rail. That might come back to bite him, but we'll see. And he's alive for now. He's disengaged, which is nice. That doesn't want to chase too heavily. But he has got a lot of faith in his ability to run away. vengeurr taking 2 rails. He has to watch out now because he's only just collected a small armor. k1llsen doesn't have the health. vengeurr with some very impressive LG. What an angle to hit 40.
Yeah, tickles him from the LG area over to T-Con, it looked like. vengeurr taking the 3 frag lead here. Absolutely relentless is k1llsen. He's like, I need that back immediately, and then doubles back to the Mega after taking the damage. That's going to be huge for him. Almost catches him out at LG here. 3:30 left on the board, down by 2. k1llsen's going to start turning it up a little bit as he needs to find these frags. There's one opening rail shot. That's going to leave vengeurr hurting. He's going to grab a 25. Needs to be careful with his next move.
Careful is the magic word, isn't it? Because he's going to go for the heavy, but at what cost?
Oof.
Rocket's going to land, giving vengeurr some information, but he has to be defensive. He knows not a lot of armor. And that means you're only on borrowed time, really, against someone like k1llsen, who manages to hit every rail. His LG deletes as well. But now in k1llsen's position, he once more can be a little bit more aggressive if he wants, but no, he's going to go for the Ghost Walk preemptively. Springs the trap. He's going to get some damage. vengeurr forced into a weird position. Oh, and he hits the rail. That's going to shut down just a little bit as he's now collected the heavy. k1llsen hits a rail as well. In the air, stuck in place. Should be a free pickup, and it will be indeed. vengeurr gets another one. And he's maintaining his lead. 3 frags at the moment. Looking to extend it more if he can.
Not afraid to chew away the clock now as all the pressure is on k1llsen, down by 3. vengeurr doing very well here for himself on the second map. There's the heavy pickup as well. That's going to aid him in the stack and trying to fight for this Mega. He's going to go up the jump pad. Need a lot of LG, though. There's the rocket. There's the dodge. And there's the LG for k1llsen. Gets that frag convincingly as he doubles back for the Mega. And vengeurr, that's going to send him reeling. 2 minutes left. 2 frags up. Needs to be very careful with his next couple decisions here as k1llsen does have Ghost Walk and could play this aggressively. Here's the 50 shard picked up in the middle of the map. There's the rocket jump aggressively over. Almost had the read to push with LG. Opts not to. Wants that heavy instead. Keep that stack nice and high.
Definitely anyone's game right now, though. Only 2 frags separate the 2 of them. But the thing is now vengeurr, he has got that luxury of being able to play defensive. He's been pretty reserved for the past few minutes because of that frag difference, but now it's going to become really apparent. k1llsen, he's got the stack, and he has all the health and armor to work with, but I feel like at this point, vengeurr's just simply allowing it to happen. He knows that if he just plays nice and defensively here, he'll just win through the lead he's currently sitting on. k1llsen does have some of that information. The question is, how does he spring the trap? He's going to get some good rockets, needs a few more, misses the rail though, that's really unfortunate, but he does manage to hit 100! Does he pop the Ghost Walk? No, he's looking for the rail angle. Gets some LG, vengeurr, rock in a hard place, can he survive? Oh, misses the shot! No! He needed that one so bad. But now, because he missed it, I worry. Ah, another missed rail. k1llsen. You know he's kicking himself over the 2 rails that he's missed. They were the skeleton key to a comeback. And now vengeurr, he's disengaged. The Ghost Walk's been used. It's 5 seconds wasted, right?
Can't believe it. k1llsen missing an opportunity now. He has to force it. vengeurr extremely weak. Needs to find the shot. Misses with the rail. Anything. Machine gun, shotgun, anything at all as vengeurr's just going to play defensive. 25 seconds. He pops the Berserk to get out of dodge. 60 HP. k1llsen looking for any opening he has. Misses with another rail again, but the hunt has to continue. This can't be the way it ends. There's one rail. Needs to find another one. He does. Rings him out 10 seconds after the mega pickup. Can he find him?
He's on the verge of it. He's caught him. He's caught him in the room. Can he do it? No, he will not. vengeurr with the perfect spawn. Spawning near the very weapon he probably wanted. An LG just to delete. And there's no beating around the bush there. k1llsen entirely lost that for himself by just missed rail after missed rail. Extremely uncharacteristic of him to miss those shots.
I think he maybe felt the pressure there. The name of k1llsen kind of haunted him there at the end, but that LG fight, that should have been it. That was everything. He had one last opportunity, couldn't do it. vengeurr holding his ground, pulls it out. Pulls out the map, and we're going to go to a map 3.
I mean, vengeurr's just maintaining his reputation of seemingly undefeatable on Awoken.
He just plays it so well. Some of those fights were so well thought out, kept him at bay. Also did a really good job of kind of reacting to the Ghost Walk, although that's very hard to do. Like that specifically, popped out a Ghost Walk, immediate rocket into rail combo, and again, Nyx is kind of a glass cannon, but you still got to hit your shot, so vengeurr does a great job of, you know, just being great at aiming, I guess, these rail kills and everything. This was just absolutely ridiculous how long he lived. The double jump actually looked like it screwed him over there as he, look at that, through the window, he's like, hey, excuse me, bam, what a shot. That was a pixel-perfect shot by k1llsen.
But now we're going into the Molten Falls for another time. Seems to be a quite returning character here in this week's QPL. However, Molten Falls brings with it a little bit of variety for champions. It's going to be Anarchy for vengeurr, BJ for k1llsen. Interested to see how this one's going to go, to be honest, because these other 2 maps have been a little bit unpredictable. They've been close. They have been close, but ultimately k1llsen, it was just accuracy at the very end, and Molten Falls is a map that demands a pretty good rail. Hopefully k1llsen's able to kind of shift off the stress and forget about it. I have no doubt he's going to be able to just correct it, but yeah, how many of these shots at the last minute where if he just got an earlier frag, who knows how things would have gone. But when you miss a shot, when you desperately need to get a frag, that's the only thing that's going to happen, isn't it?
Breaks your heart. That jumping shot from the jump pad up to Tribolt, if he would have hit that, even if he had a shotgun out or something, he hit him so low that heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. But we are going to get into the 3rd map. They split him 1-1. So on this last map, who do you think is going to take it? You put me on the spot last one.
Look,
now it's your turn.
I'm going to stick with my prediction, and I think that vengeurr's got what it takes to pull it through. I just think the divide right now between vengeurr and k1llsen is like this. It's like this big. You know, they are clearly 2 of the strongest players in this region, in this side of the world, and their results over the weeklies are proving it, and their results today are proving it. However, ultimately, one player has to win, right? So I think, you know, your prediction of k1llsen wouldn't be surprising. vengeurr winning it wouldn't be surprising. This is just what bloody happens when 2 of some of the best players in the world go head-to-head. But we'll see if the way that last map ended, if that will just have any kind of lingering effect on k1llsen, because he just needed to hit those rails, and unfortunately he couldn't. And it's rare you ever see that from k1llsen in the first place.
Yeah, and absolutely heartbreaking. But this is it for all the marbles. Map number 3 of the last set for EU CIS in Quake Pro League. k1llsen waiting. Good opening rail there as vengeurr comes in. Uses the inject, has the rockets, and has the accuracy. Absolutely blows up k1llsen's dreams. That was a bit of an awkward stand there, as k1llsen really didn't have the tools necessary for that fight. k1llsen's going to eat a lot of LGs. He steals away the Mega, but vengeurr looking strong there.
Now, we do see sometimes, though, that we've already seen Anarchy not work today, right? He seems to be a very momentum-heavy champion at this level of play, and if he has the lead and he has control, great, because on Molten Falls he can cycle those items faster than most. You know, that's only rivaled by other fast champions like Slash or crowd-sliding champions in general, maybe an Athena or a Clutch. But fundamentally, once he has the lead, he can just kind of fly around and collect. k1llsen is going to collect that Mega, but not before vengeurr does and an impressive amount of return damage, to be honest. And he has got the lead so far. There is a nice split in between Heavy and Mega, so there is really a fight can break out quite consistently if both players are looking for the ambush. Wonderful shot on the rail now, vengeurr. Immediately, just like that. Yes, he has the injection, but is it going to be enough to survive? Jump pad's going to get popped. k1llsen, I think, just wants to get out of there and maintain a nice stack.
And vengeurr realizes, oh, he took the heavy, so good on him. I don't think he has the exact timing, but he should be able to know when to double back. And here's the awkward fight in the middle of the map. Rocket on Rocket. k1llsen gets the best of him, ties it at 1. vengeurr looking a little shook there as he mistimed the heavy. k1llsen looking great. Gets the frag and has the position on the heavy again, waiting for this rail. And what a rocket.
That's a message, if anything.
That's
I know
don't
you're
go
coming.
any further.
That's a giant stop sign right there with a rocket in the middle of it. But now, again, because of Anarchy, he has to be really careful of his armor situation. You always have to be. One direct with Anarchy, even if he has regular armor, he's just so deletable. Especially if you're k1llsen here. This pick for BJ is going to be quite troublesome for Anarchy if he catches him at close range. The dual wield will just delete that stack that exists. Unfortunately, vengeurr, he is going to miss that opening rail, so it's going to give k1llsen a little bit of room to press the advantage. Has to be careful down here, though. The fight near heavy is going to break out. Dual wielding those SMGs just to try and push away. k1llsen just trying to get in and out. And he's going to be successful. Timing the dual wield perfectly, has time to run away, beats him to the Mega, and vengeurr does a little bit of self-splash damage at the same time. k1llsen's in and out, works for a second time, stealing away the Mega, and putting vengeurr in a constantly weird position. Anarchy, he needs at least one of those to be able to compete in a fight. Like, fundamentally, if you're able to hit every single shot, and he only has base stack with no injection, I don't fancy his chances for you. I really don't. But it's the moment he gets a Mega or a Heavy and he's got his injection, well, that's where the tide can shift. But vengeurr consistently struggling to get it because k1llsen's timing is just immaculate. That missed rail might be an opening. Does hit a second one, though. There's no armor nearby. We'll see how quickly vengeurr can run away to escape. There's really nothing left down here. The point-blank fight might be enough, but we'll see. He's trying to zone him away from those small health bubbles. That's not going to be possible. At the very least, though, stealing away one of the small armors. Taking that away from Anarchy is always going to be a benefit.
k1llsen waiting patiently by the SSG here. He's going to grab the heavy uncontested as vengeurr nowhere to be found, trying to find some 50 shards to work off of. He's going to find one above Mega. Mega's going to be up, he's going to drop down early, and he's going to eat a lot of rockets, possibly off the map, and the skateboard won't save you no matter how clean you land, as k1llsen takes the frag lead 2-1, 4 minutes in.
I really love k1llsen's approach, though, of he's not necessarily going for the frags early on. He is looking entirely for the denial of main items. You know, because the second you keep Anarchy away from those, he's just not really able to take the fights the way you would be used to. Even with the injection, if he's got an injection and no armor, that's still not an amazing position if you're against a k1llsen with this level of stack. He's about to get a whole bunch of rockets, thankfully. 10 in the tank, thank you very much. And now the rockets once more being used to push away. And vengeurr knows this. He knows this is what k1llsen's strategy is. That's why he's not piling in to try and steal the Mega away before k1llsen gets there, because he knows that k1llsen's always going to be there. But cracking into this armor, that might be one of the difficulties vengeurr's going to face. He has to make sure he hits a lot of nice long-range rails to take away some of the stack and then go in when the time is right. The problem is, he's very rarely being put in this position. He is going to get a little bit of rocket damage and a rail. So we're now back nice and even. vengeurr finally has a stack, and now he has a stack to fight with.
And more importantly, he made k1llsen pod dual wield. There's the LG on LG fight, the swap to rocket, up the jump pad he goes, and he hits a great rail from down below. k1llsen finding the rails he needs on this map. But yeah, without dual wield, without the heavy, he still makes it rain as vengeurr just goes all in on the Mega and pays the price. And again, around the corner, there's an opening rail. He's going to keep chasing, driving on by. The rocket will miss. k1llsen looking for maybe another one, but instead eats a rail, has 2 25s to work with, but is hesitant to grab the second as he's going to opt to go for the other set of bubbles by Mega instead. And still doesn't want those.
Yeah, I think he wants the Mega first and the potential to fall back on the small health bubbles if vengeurr was to push down here. That said, the end result once more getting the Mega benefits, but I feel like k1llsen is the one that's kind of been in at least dictating the pace of this. Gets an uncontested rail because vengeurr maybe just not looking for that angle. Very weak indeed, and even in that room, there's not a huge amount of pickups if you're an Anarchy. You know, if you're looking to try and stack back up, he's had to concede the heavy, so he's just got basic stack. That light armor would have belonged to near Mega, so, you know, it's fair to assume that he's got a little bit of real estate to work with, but here comes on the fight near Mega. k1llsen once more, the in and out, and it is this constant, even though he's making his name heard and he knows that vengeurr can see him, he's just getting in and stealing these important items, taking them away, and then just getting out again. vengeurr maintaining, just constantly having to be behind. And even when k1llsen disengages, he's collecting light armors. He's collecting small health bubbles. I feel like vengeurr has been consistently starved of important pickups.
Constantly at a disadvantage stack-wise, and one thing I'd like to see is him reposition, maybe fight for Mega from top of rockets. Every time k1llsen's seen him, he's been either at top of the jump pad or right on top of Mega. There's a missed rail as k1llsen looks for his opportunity there. Mega taking it a great rail on the way out, sending k1llsen towards the rail, and the 50 shard dual wield is up, and as we're rounding 7 minutes, k1llsen still has a 2-frag lead.
Just over 3 minutes as we're about to go through here. Looks like k1llsen's the one that's sitting pretty. There is plenty of time to make something happen, but whether k1llsen's going to give that opportunity to vengeurr remains to be seen. He's hitting some wonderful denial rails. Springs the trap on LG, but unable to get, honestly, anything significant, actually. That fight was not so good for vengeurr. You know, he wanted a bit more opening damage than that to maybe chase it down, or maybe put the chokehold on k1llsen a little bit. The longer these rails get missed, the more it will benefit k1llsen. He's going to get one unreturned, make that 2. And from this help, a 3rd on vengeurr to seal the deal. And now it's 4-1. And we are starting to run out of time, 40. Starting to panic a little bit. Gets a rocket, which I guess sometimes can be more than you need. But right now, probably not so much, not with the stack. Mega gets taken, but with no armor. Except the light that was just collected there near rocket launcher. vengeurr maintaining, just having to be behind all the time. I think the speed of Anarchy is making no difference here. And k1llsen, whenever k1llsen plays off against someone that is playing this a fast-paced champion on Molten, he's not afraid to just sit there and walk around.
Oh my god, what a combo. Hit him with the 2-piece rocket to rail. 8 minutes left. He might be able to catch him out at rail here. Misses around the corner with that rail, but again, no pressure on k1llsen. Up 3. No skin off his back as he grabs the Mega, and his stack looks fantastic. And he's just looking to take a knee and burn out these last 2 minutes. Here comes vengeurr flying in like a wrecking ball. The swap to shotgun isn't going to be enough. It is 33 HP. vengeurr tries to do the damage he can, but he can't get the frag.
Wonderful swap to the SSG at the same time. Close range to sort of change the airborne trajectory of Anarchy, setting him up perfectly for that super shotgun, which just melted him away. Wow. Speaking of which, LG in return is going to delete k1llsen. Whether that's going to be enough remains to be seen. 1.5 minutes left on this clock. We're about to go into the 1 minute warning now. And vengeurr, he needs to make something happen, and it just needs to happen now. He has to dedicate to this fight, but not too heavily. Watch out, the double back! Survives slightly, but there's plenty more work left to do.
The rocket's on point.
Should be able to get it. No, misses the rail! This might come back to haunt him. He's going to chase it, goes in for the SSG, misses the spread, but hits the second shot. That was important now. 1 minute to get 2 frags. This just became extremely doable.
He has the champ movement. 2 frags down. There's a little bit of a rocket boost there. Just needs to find him. 50 seconds. There's the LG on LG. k1llsen's going to be able to fall back a little bit. Eats a rocket. That's going to hurt a follow-up rocket. The rail will miss, but k1llsen's still so weak. Is he going to go for the 225s? He does. The rail will miss. The inject comes out, and vengeurr has no choice but to chase. Did he choose right? It looks like he didn't as k1llsen got out of there. 30 seconds, and he's just waiting, burning out this clock, and vengeurr can't find k1llsen.
That missed fight might be the beginning of the end. This is going to be the last heavy he gets access to in this entire map. And here comes the Mega. If vengeurr wins a fight near Mega, then maybe he has to kill k1llsen. He has to find him, and he has to finish the job. Gets 1 direct. That's 100. Exactly what he was looking for. Has he got time to get the frag 40?
He's got 10 seconds, 9 seconds of counting. He just needs 1 frag. Needs to find it. Can he find? Oh, no. And I think that's going to be it as he misses the rocket jump. Quite honestly, even if he hit that, I think k1llsen was... He was gone. He was out of the place. I think he was about to drop down to rockets to play defensive anyway, but that was so extremely close. 5
Absolutely.
to 4.
Did
Wow.
we expect anything less from these guys?
Absolutely not. I mean, let's be honest. Top 2 in their division, very, very close. Like I said, vengeurr, kind of a beast on Awoken, and he's a beast overall, but k1llsen just had that little edge right there that he needed to take the series 2-1.
There was just a really clean demonstration of just taking away those important items from vengeurr at the very beginning, and that kind of continued for about 5 minutes roughly, where it was, I'm not looking for a fight, I'm looking to just get in, take the Mega away, disengage, get in, take Heavy away, disengage. And the moment the fight would eventually happen, vengeurr was very, very rarely in I think a fighting state to win it. But, I mean, the fact that it came down to 1 frag at the last minute, 2-1, last map, can't say I was surprised by this.